What's up guys, Alex from Upkeep here. Today I have a quick little video to show you guys how to install your very own Kwikset key to entry deadbolt and door handle. The nice thing about this door handle and deadbolt is that you can reset the key every so often. Let's say you have a rental house that you manage by yourself, or you just want to change the keys for safety. As long as you have the particular type of key that it uses, which is, it comes with this one, but if it stays in this standard shape, you can change the lock every so often if you like. That way you're not having to buy a new deadbolt or buy a new handle every time you want to change the lock, so it saves you some money in the long run. It comes with all of this. I kind of laid it out here. The door plate, extra door plate, handle, door handle. It has the deadbolts, the two latches. Here's the actual deadbolt itself. I guess that's the deadbolt lock. All the screws and bolts that you would need, and again, it comes with a set of keys, two sets of keys, or two keys, one set of keys. Like I said, it's a nice lock because it comes with this microband feature where you can change the lock, the key to the lock, without having to buy a new lock. And that's the little insert for the key tool, which I will show you later. And this one also has one on this lock as well, right there. So let's get into it. All right, so I just removed the old handle and deadbolt on there. They had a keypad deadbolt on there, which you would think would be okay to keep, but they wanted to change it out because it was acting up a little bit, and decided to change all three handles in the house. So pretty standard door, standard thickness. Before you even put anything on, make sure that it looks like something that will fit this particular key, or I'm sorry, lock. It should, but that's what it looks like without it on. Now, what you're gonna do next, sorry for the camera work here, you're gonna insert your deadbolt, and you will see, if I can get it to turn for me, it'll have a little sign that says up, and that's the way that you will want to insert the deadbolt into the door. Same thing with the door handle latch. It will say on here, I'm sorry, this one it will not say up. This one you want to face this slanted edge towards the exit, so it should look like that. So when the door shuts, it's hitting it, and it's pushing in. If you do it the other way, it'll just jam against that door plate. So once those are in, you're gonna screw those in, which I'll do here just shortly. All right, now before we go to the door, I wanted to show you, because I won't be able to hold the camera and show you filming. So the door, pretend there's an imaginary door right here in the middle. When you put the deadbolt in, you're gonna put this lined up with the actual deadbolt itself. And you'll see a matching hole. This one, like a little half oval, right? You're gonna stick it through the door, line it up with this, and what you wanna do is have it to where it goes in like this as a door, right? And like that. You can move this all you want. It's not gonna do, you can move the deadbolt, but ultimately when you put the bolts into the door, you're gonna set it to the locked position so that you have access to these two holes when you line it up. And then you'll insert the two bolts through these holes here, tighten them up, and then you should be secure, and you can move the deadbolt freely. If you cannot move the deadbolt freely, it's getting stuck, it means that you've tightened these too much. So just take a hair off, it should loosen, after that it should loosen pretty smoothly. Now, with the door handle itself, you'll notice again, a shape that matches this when you go to insert it through the latch. And then as you come out, you're gonna have a shape for this side. You'll see it would go in like this, right? And it'll line up with the door. Now, for this one, I'm sorry, no, I'm thinking of a different version. I was gonna say, you can have the screws out and then you turn it and hook it, but for this one, what you'll do is, again, line up this with the handle. Sometimes it gets a little janky in there. And I'm having some difficulties here. You're gonna line it up, and then again, with the two screws here and here, go through, tighten it to the door, and it should stay. Very important. I've made this mistake before when I first started doing handyman work. You wanna have the key side facing outside. Don't make that mistake. It sounds dumb, but it has happened to me before, and I felt like an idiot after doing it, but make sure the key side, again, is facing outside so that you can lock it from the inside. So let's go over there and get these connected. All right, so I got the deadbolt on. Again, you're gonna line up once you insert it through the door, you're gonna line up these two screws against the deadbolt back here. Tighten it, but again, don't over tighten it because you want it to be able to move pretty freely. You don't want it to be stuck and you're like pulling as hard as you can, because it's easier to open from this side than with a key, because you're putting yourself at risk of bending the key or breaking the key. So just be aware of that. All right, so I got that door handle in there, and as you can see, it's moving freely. You can open it up, no tightness around the latch. Again, line up the holes with the latch itself in the middle, and then tighten it through the handle, and it should be pretty standard. It's a little bit harder with this model. Sorry about that. To line these up perfectly, because it does get a little dark when you're trying to look through there. And first hand tighten it, and then tighten it with a screwdriver or drill, and you should be fine. But first one is done. Now I wanted to mention before I started this second one, and if I needed to add anything onto the video, these longer bolts, these ones here, these are for the deadbolt, and then these shorter ones that have a little bit of a different size at the end there, those are going to be for your handle when you put it through the hole in the handle. Just wanted to clarify that in case you guys were confused. So again, the longer bolts are for the deadbolt, and these shorter ones are for the handle. Once again, make sure you put the key to the outside. Should be pretty easy line. Make sure the hole is vertical, not sideways. So again, line up that handle with the back. You want the key facing out. You do have to push on this latch while you're pulling this through to make sure that the handle goes through. All right, so now we're going to talk about changing the key. So here's the key fob tool that it comes with. Flat little tool with a pointed end that goes into that slot on the lock, like I said, right here. Get it close up, right there. So first thing that you're going to do is take the current key that it came with, turn it 90 degrees to the right. Then you're going to take your key fob tool, insert it into that slot, pull it out, pull out this key, then insert your new key, turn it 180 degrees to the left, counterclockwise, back up to the opening position, and then sometimes it takes a minute, but you pull it out. Then what I like to do is I like to insert it again and then check it, and it should be pretty smooth from there, right? So, same thing down here. Oops, sorry about that. I'm filming, holding the door with my foot. Insert it, turn it 90 degrees to the right. Insert the key fob tool. Sometimes you hear a click, sometimes you just gotta do it by feel. pull out the current key, insert the new key, all the way 180 degrees to the left, back up, and out. And then I like to do a little shuffle thing there, make sure everything looks good, and it's good. We just locked it. Let's unlock it, and we're good. On to the next lock. All right, guys, that's it for the Kwikset lock. Hope it helps you guys answer any basic questions that you might have for a how-to video. And again, like and subscribe if you have any questions. I have a lot of shorts out there with more tutorials, some other videos that I've had, how to paint. What else do I have? How to put a ceiling fan up. Many shorts about blinds, about handles, about matching paint, things that basic homeowners should know to save themselves some money. So like and subscribe for more content coming out here throughout the year. And thanks again.